What if I told you the gas in your car, the plastic in your phone, and even parts of your clothes all start from one of the most dangerous places on Earth? Floating in the middle of the ocean, we're talking about a billion-dollar monster in the sea. What happens there might blow your mind. Today we're diving deep into the insane world of offshore oil rigs. From the ocean floor to massive tanker ships. You're about to see how crude oil makes its way into your everyday life. This process is wild, risky, and straight-up genius engineering. Picture this. In the middle of nowhere, just water for miles, and suddenly you see a giant steel city rising out of the ocean. That's an offshore oil platform, a massive structure built to extract oil hidden deep beneath the seabed. Here's the crazy part. Oil isn't just under land. A huge portion of the world's oil is trapped under the ocean floor. So engineers built these insane structures to get to it. There are three main types. Fixed platforms locked into the seabed. Floating platforms, basically giant anchored ships. FPSO vessels. Floating factories that produce, store, and offload oil. These things can be up to 600 feet tall, taller than most skyscrapers in small cities. Around 200 to 500 workers live here 24/7 for months. They've got gyms, food halls, even medical centers. Because leaving isn't an option. And storms, 30-meter waves, Category 5 hurricanes, these platforms just take it like a boss. Cost to build one? Anywhere from $5 to $10 billion, no joke. Now let's get into the real action, drilling. This is where things go from cool to insane. It all starts with a machine called a rotary drill, equipped with a drill bit made of diamond or tungsten carbide, strong enough to crush solid rock. This drill goes down through the ocean water, into the seabed, and then through multiple layers of rock. We're talking depths of 1,000 to 5,000 meters. While drilling, they pump something called drilling mud down the pipe. It's a high-tech chemical mix that cools the drill, reduces friction, and controls underground pressure. Because here's the scary part. If pressure gets out of control, boom. You get a blowout, a violent explosion of oil and gas. To stop that, rigs use a blowout preventer, a massive safety valve system that can shut everything down instantly. When this fails, disasters happen. Big ones. Drilling just one well can take 2 to 3 months, and a single platform can drill 20 to 40 wells at different angles. Crazy, right? Once the drill hits the oil reservoir, it's go time. Sometimes the pressure underground is so high the oil just shoots up naturally. Like opening a shaken soda bottle. That's called natural flow. But when pressure drops, they use submersible pumps, gas injection systems to push the oil back up. But here's the twist. What comes out isn't just oil. It's a messy mix of oil, water, gas, sand, and chemicals. So now, it needs to be separated. Enter the three-phase separator, one of the most important machines on the platform. This giant drum separates everything using gravity. Water sinks to the bottom, oil stays in the middle, gas rises to the top. The gas? Either burned off or sent through pipelines. Water? Cleaned and released or re-injected. And the oil? Filtered, tested, temperature-controlled, and then stored. A medium-sized platform can produce up to 200,000 barrels per day. Yeah, that's a lot of oil. Now the question is, where does all that oil go? That's where the FPSO comes in, floating production storage and offloading vessel. Think of it as a giant floating warehouse. Length, up to 330 meters. Storage, up to 2.5 million barrels. Inside are temperature-controlled tanks. Because crude oil thickens if it gets too cold. Sensors track everything 24/7. Pressure, temperature, volume. Even a small miscalculation can mean millions of dollars lost. Now comes the most intense moment. Out in the distance, a massive ship appears. This is a VLCC, very large crude carrier. We're talking about a ship the size of a small neighborhood. Docking this beast is no joke. Special marine pilots guide it with extreme precision. One wrong move? Catastrophe. Heavy steel ropes lock the ship in place. Then a massive flexible hose connects the FPSO to the tanker. This process alone takes 4 to 6 hours. And now, the grand finale. The pumps kick in. 5,000 horsepower machines moving thousands of barrels every hour. For the next 24 to 48 hours, oil flows from the FPSO into the tanker. No sparks, no mistakes. Every second is monitored. Once full, documents are signed, deals worth billions. The tanker slowly sails away, carrying the fuel that powers your world. So next time you fill up your gas tank, just remember this entire insane journey happened before that fuel reached you. Thousands of workers, miles of pipelines, and some of the craziest engineering on the planet. If you learned something new, drop a comment saying Crude Oil. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we bring you rare, mind-blowing content like this every week. And yeah, this is just the beginning.